It's Vikki with the Mindful Minute, and today I am reading from the Book of Awakening, August 3rd, The Stripping of Our Will. And the quote is, "These bodies are perishable, but the dweller in these bodies is eternal." Bhagavad-Gita. Most vegetables and fruit grow within a covering that must be peeled away if the sweetness and ripeness is to be eaten. There are many ways this speaks to the human journey, but perhaps one of the most important involves the way in which who we are grows within the covering of our will. We often protect our little seeds of effort, desire, passion, and curiosity by wrapping them in grand designs and ambitious plans that in the end rarely have anything to do with the sweetness and ripeness of what finally grows within us. However, it is important to remember that just as corn cannot mature unless it is covered for months by its husk, we need to incubate who we are within layers of who we might yet become. There is nothing wrong with this. Most things in life need a protective container in order to grow. We can hurt ourselves, though, when we keep the fruit that is us covered too long. We can go bad, can begin to spoil within. If we stay encased in old plans, once who we are inside has matured, perhaps when we move or change careers or relationships, we are trying to free ourselves of all that has covered us, even if it has helped us grow. Although we may come to realize that it may be our way of loving that needs to be shed and not who or what we care for. The most humbling part of this is that though we need to make plans and work towards goals and imagine possible futures, none of it can prepare us for the moment that we ripen. Once the soul fills out, like mature fruit, all of our fantasies, ambitions, and deep complaints turn to useless skin. Once ripe, once able to feel compassion and joy, all forms of sacrifice and postponement for the future begin to make us decay inside. Like the silk that keeps the corn shiny, all our delicate dreams of tomorrow have served their purpose when the heart pops up like a kernel. Since none of us can control or time the ripening of our sweetness, we can only try not to define ourselves by all that covers us, even if it has helped us grow. In this way, we can strive hard and long, wanting to be the sun itself, only to ripen and burst with our little bit of sun, exactly where we are. So dream as you will. Plan to build your version of the pyramids, scheme to make and spend several fortunes, for nothing matters but the sweetness incubated in our dreams and sufferings, finally brought to air. And the meditations for the day are: choose a piece of fruit, perhaps an apple or an orange. Breathe slowly and feel the skin that keeps you from the fruit. Thank the skin for bringing the fruit to you. Now peel some of the skin and eat some of the fruit. Do this again while meditating or on some covering, a plan or dream or desire that has helped you be who you are. Now close your eyes and peel some of your own covering, giving thanks for being brought this far. And this completely reminds me of in my program, in the 12-step program that I work, I hear a lot, take the action and leave the results to the higher power, right? Leave the results to the universe. Let what comes come, because sometimes what we've dreamed is not even as wonderful as what can actually happen. And it seems when we allow ourselves to ripen by just doing what we're by just being, right? Just being that corn inside the husk, we can become and we can grow, and we have this protective coating. And I really like the way that it ended, where he said our dreams and sufferings, because I feel though in my life that sometimes the hardest stuff is what makes me grow and makes me sweeter and what makes me stronger and makes everything more beautiful. And this reminds me so much of the butterfly coming out of the chrysalis. You can't come out too soon because then you won't be ripe, if you're using this fruit analogy, and you can't let it rot too long. So it's kind of being present with yourself and being aware of timing and being brave and courageous to be who you are and to share your sweetness with the world. So that's what I have on that one. Thanks for being here. Check out my website. I will be starting a course for saleswomen. If you are a saleswoman and you're interested in learning more about how what you're already doing is amazing and how to just harness that and grow in your business, even in these rough times. I started my sales career in 2007, so I know what it's like. And you can still find success. You can still find success. So anyways, have a beautiful day, everyone. Be safe, be kind, be well to yourself and others. Namaste.